Hey there, I'm Dan Shake, and I'm proud to announce that the Momentum Challenge is starting, and we're starting with challenge number 1, and you've been invited to join. Are you in? I got so much accomplished. I feel great. He took action and now he's building momentum. Join Speaker Slam's Momentum Challenge and you too can start 2023 with a bang. It's time for challenge number 2. How did you get inside my house? This isn't about me. This is about you, your future you. It's time for the Momentum Challenge, day number 2. Let's go. Are you in? Go future me. Go future me. Go. Keep riding that high, man, because you just finished day number 2. All it takes is writing it all out and making your vision come true. The future you will thank you. Now, if you are excited by doing these challenges, then join us. There's a link in the bio. Be part of Speaker Slam's Momentum Challenge and see where we can take you. I'll see you in the link in the bio. The link in the bio.
Greatest hero of them all, Action Man.
Hey, you're out of milk.
So you're just living here, huh?
Rent? Forget about it. What you need is challenges. Help me help you help others. Are you in? Let's go.
Whoa, I just saw the future and I loved it.
Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. Get it, get it, get it. If you're finding out about the Momentum Challenge right now, it's too late. It's over. It's done. You messed up.
Amp it up. Whoa.
Hey.
How'd you get inside there? I'm omnipresent. I'm everywhere. Whoa.
Pretty wild.
I'm here to help you.
Okay.
I'm here to give you your
Okay.
next challenge.
I can-
Are you in? Let's go. Whoa! I took so much risk. More money, more problems, but more momentum, more better. I like. I'm ready to take some action. Let's go. Time to make some moves. Watch out, world. Take action and build momentum. Let's go. I don't remember seeing that on the show.
You fell asleep, that's why. I fell asleep once.
That happens more than once.
I wanted to say something.
I really like you.
You've been a good influence.
I love you. That is what I wanted to hear.
You are finally ready for day 5.
Okay.
The final challenge.
Yeah, I'm ready for the next
Are
challenge.
you in? Are you ready? Wait, let's go. You didn't say I love you. Bang!
Whoa! I saw myself making shorts, reels, and TikToks all at once. I'm proud of you. You're not real, are you? What is going on? It's time for the truth. So meta, that's right. This is so meta, that's right. This was so meta. Thank you so much for watching and being part of the Momentum Challenge. These challenges were meant to inspire you to take action and keep making momentum. You got this. And hey, I love you. I'll see you on this journey, and maybe one day you'll be at a speaker slam ready to share your own story.
The 2022 Inspirational Speaker of the Year is Marcos Tulu! Marjorie Una!
Verlana Valentine!
Jake Newell! Jessica Opoku! Jose Guarani! Speaker! 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 This is our now, let's go!
It all begins with a story. something profoundly personal and meaningful, perhaps buried deep inside and longing to come to the surface. Hundreds of speakers have stepped up into the spotlight, compelled by their deep desire to be seen and heard and to stand powerfully in their own personal truth. But it's more than that. It's something that every one of our speakers is motivated by: the need and desire to make a difference, to use their voice to make an impact in this world, to have their story, their trials and tribulations, their challenges and obstacles and adversities mean something. They have struggled and survived, and it's not for nothing, it's for something. Their story means something to someone. The journey begins with a single speech. It's long hours of writing and rewriting, practicing and memorizing, working tirelessly with coaches, sharing with anyone and everyone, laughing and crying, and most importantly, healing. By this time, our heart-centered entrepreneurs are part of the Speaker Slam community, their new family. They're supporting each other, encouraging each other, rooting for each other. Everyone is running their own race, challenging themselves, wanting to bring their very best, while also wishing the same for their fellow competitors. No one ever really loses. At the end of the competition, every single speaker has grown, connected, and shared a part of their heart and soul. Our speakers go on to transform the world with their speeches, inspiring their friends, families, and communities, and then through the power of our partnerships, the world. We have over 400 million views on our speakers' videos, and that's increasing every day. Our speakers go on to speak on bigger stages. They get press and paid speaking gigs and countless life-changing opportunities. They launch movements all around the world, extending their reach, building their brand, and making the difference they long to see in this world. And then, for the best of the best, the elite, the top speakers of the year, they step up into greatness and challenge themselves one more time. This time it's for pride. This time it's for the glory and for the challenge and the dream to determine who will be the inspirational speaker of the year.
Speaker! 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 Let's throw down, let's go!
Welcome to a new season of Speaker Slam. Let's go. How are you feeling, Rena?
I feel great. It's funny. I was watching the video and I was thinking about how you always tell me not to date myself by putting something in there. And I put that we had 400 million views and now we actually have 500 million views. And I thought we need to create a video to really, as a useful tip to help people not to put dates in your videos so you can reuse them.
Exactly. What is exciting about today is our journey and the collective that was involved in the Momentum Challenge. For those of you that are joining in and finding out about this for the first time, the Momentum Challenge just took place and a collective of people took part and they started taking action and making small steps towards becoming just another level of themselves. Tell me more.
Yes. And the truth is, like, when we get together, we talk about our brand, about what Speaker Slam is all about. At the heart of everything, it's two things. It's building your brand with speaking and video. We're most passionate about brand building, and you can see us everywhere and all the things that we're doing. And also building momentum, because a lot of times we get people in our programs and they feel like they're stuck in quicksand. And the goal seems so huge. And the reality is that it's just taking small, consistent actions, it's small wins, and it's planting seeds. And this challenge, we've done 1 week. I want to say it opens something up, it cracks something up for you, and you start to build some energy and momentum. But often you're just planting seeds that are going to come up in a week or a month or 6 months, connections that you're making now that maybe opportunity comes up later. But this is the beginning, and it's just putting small step upon small step. And that's why we've been really excited to do it here together and kind of support each other through it.
I love it. And this is 7 years. We're going into our 7th year doing this. And now that we have this concept of momentum building behind us, it's a powerful combination with being a speaker.
It really is. And I'm going to jump into my presentation in a minute, and you're going to just see some different pictures of people who've been in our world in the last couple of years. And when you see them, you're going to recognize that maybe, oh my gosh, I've seen them everywhere, or I've seen their videos and I've seen their graphics, and just being involved and doing certain pieces, whether it's competing, whether it's a brand building competition, all these pieces come together, being involved in this momentum challenge. It's just all opportunities. I'm excited. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to share my screen because I love my PowerPoint. I'm a huge fan of that. Okay. So we are here today for our Momentum Challenge wrap-up. Kickoff celebration, and we brought some of the people that have been involved with us over the last week to kind of share. And I'd love to just start by offering a huge congratulations. Dan, are you able to chime in here when I'm presenting?
Oh my gosh. I witnessed the community really step up and jump in with these challenges. And it was just really amazing to see people, the cathartic healing experience it had, the connections they were making, the opportunities that was arising for them. And it was all from taking action and building momentum.
My favorite part is when I see someone say, oh, I can't do this, or I don't want to do it. And then they do it and they feel, oh my God, 100 times better when it's over or something magical came from it. So we're going to dig into that. And I really wanted to start by recapping. And I wanted to go through the challenges one by one. So the first challenge was clearing your personal space. And, I did this activity myself. And what I really admire is a lot of you put your pictures out there, and there's sometimes a little bit of shame when we're like cluttered or messy. And I put my own picture out here. I'm in the middle of a move. I get to use that as a justification, but I'm kind of cluttered in general. And I have so much stuff everywhere. And I just use this challenge as an opportunity to just kind of clean up before Dan got here. 1,000,000 times better. Like, I just totally felt better about that. And I would love to actually, let me see how I get out of here now. Invite a couple people up who were in the challenge to share about this. And I think we'll bring Lee up, and then maybe Anthony. You did a great job with this too, so maybe you'll share about that in a second. So let's start with Lee.
Hello, everyone. I hope you had as much fun in the challenge as I did. So challenge 1, cleaning up your space. My desk was overwhelmingly cluttered, overflowing. The table behind me just had heaps of stuff on it. And I hadn't remembered how good it feels to have a nice clean space until this challenge. And I cleaned that all off, and I sat here at my desk, and it was just a great way to feel more centered, more relaxed, and to have things I needed right where they had to be. So, yeah, that was my experience with day 1 challenge. And it's been hard to keep it clean like it was, but I try and end every day by putting it like that.
I love that. I love that. Good job. Thank you so much. Okay, let's bring up Anthony.
Hey, Rena and Dan, thanks so much for having me here. The week was so fantastic. And I have to say, about a week ago, so a Monday night, I was like, oh, Dan and Rena, like, what am I going to clean? I had such a long day. It was right before I was going to go to bed. I go to bed super early. And I was like, I'm going to clean my closet. It's a disaster. to me, it was a disaster. And all I had to do, everyone, this is all you have to do. Just like take your things out, refold them, take things off hangers, put them back on hangers, color code, whatever you want. And it honestly took me like 15 minutes. I had a podcast in, and I was just so excited to then like go to bed. And the next morning I opened my closet to like a beautiful, clean space. It's not as clean as I want it to be, but it's progress. And it actually just changes the outlook of my day when I go to put on an outfit. I'm like, yes, I've got this. So thank you for lighting that fire under my butt that I needed just to stay a little more organized.
Awesome. That is so great. Okay, so I'm going to move on to challenge number 2. And challenge number 2 is probably one of my favorites. It's about manifestation, and it's creating a future me letter. And the reason I love it so much is that you're doing a whole bunch of things at once. You're setting your intentions. You're actually putting it right down in writing what you want to do. You're creating a vision or a pathway. And what's exciting about it is that if you use the Future Me app, then it comes back to you at a time that you've chosen. And so I'm really excited to hear from, I believe we have Richie here. I want to hear how you felt about that experience.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, everybody. Thanks, Rena. That challenge for me was pretty cool. I journal, not every single day, but, I make notes throughout my day. But what I found here was, I took some time to think about it and really try to think about what I wanted to say to my future self. And in thinking through that, I put down all of the thoughts, the emotions, anything that I'm kind of going through right now, kind of that's holding me back from what I want to do, or certain things that might be happening at work or in my personal life that are bothering me and that I'm working through. So what I did was I recorded that in the email, I journaled it, and I'm sorry, am I still here?
Yeah, you're still good.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So I wrote down all those thoughts and all those feelings, telling myself in the future that, hey, man, listen, remember back to when you felt this way. Remember back to when this was going on and you said you were going to do this, and, have you followed through on it? It's almost like a challenge for myself in the future, because now I know that I've put it on there in the email. I know it's going to come back to me, so I don't want to disappoint myself in the future. So I told myself a bunch of stuff about what's going on in my life right now, some of the challenges that I'm facing, some of the things that I want to accomplish. One of the things that I want to do is the March Speakers Challenge, the Body Beautiful Challenge. So I challenged myself in that email to say, you said you were going to do this in March. Did you do it? How did it go? How do you feel? And now I know that if it's kind of like this thing in the back of my head now, I don't want to let myself down in 6 months. I don't want to read that email when it comes back to me in 6 months and go, I said I was going to do that and I didn't do it. And now I'm disappointed with myself. And I also gave myself some pointers of a lot of the things that I'm going through right now. And I said to myself, hey, you're going through this, and this is what you're trying to do. This is what's working. This is what's not working. So if I'm still going through that in 6 months, I'm going to reflect back on that email to see what I did that was working, what wasn't working. So, and as I started typing at first, like you said, Rena, some people and myself thought, okay, well, I don't even know what to write. Like, do I journal? Do I just put down a few thoughts here and there? As soon as I started typing, man, everything just started pouring out, and it became so easy. And I ended up writing quite a bit, actually. So I'm excited to get that email back in 6 months. I'm excited that I have this thing inside me now that's saying, I don't want to let myself down, my future self down. So that's actually something that I'm going to continue doing. So every time I'm going through something, a challenge or a rough time or a good time, I'm going to journal that in that Future Me app. And I'm going to send myself an email to remind myself, what it was like 6 months ago or a year ago or whenever it is I want to send that email to me. So, I thank you guys for putting that out there. And, I wouldn't have ever thought to do something like that without that challenge. So it's kind of powerful for me. I liked it.
Thank you so much. What's interesting is that when I've done these letters many times, I find the tone of my letters is so loving and gentle. Like, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. I knew you could do this. And it actually made me emotional when I get them back, when I see how kind and loving and supportive I am to myself. So giving ourselves permission to kind of be that loving and put those messages out is really, really incredibly powerful. Okay, so now we're moving on to challenge 3. And challenge 3 was a challenge for some people for sure. And challenge 3 was about relationship building. And at the core of this was actually making connections for other people. Because sometimes we're out there, especially if you're in here and you're a coach, we're constantly saying, join my program, sign up for this, come support me. And after a while, we get tired of selling, right? But how amazing is it to actually sell someone else when there's nothing in it for you? This person is amazing. I worked with this incredible coach. They were mind-blowing. And so, I know you need somebody. I know this person would be great for you. So you're helping both people involved, and you're not doing it for any other reason than because you want to see both of them succeed. So this was really powerful. And I want to start, let's hear from Steve.
Hi. Yes. Well, the whole week was just amazing. This one challenge was really, like you say, Rena, it was kind of a difficult one because I connected people before, but not in such an intentional way to really think it through. Like, oh, who in my connections would make a good tandem or a good pairing? So it was interesting. And what I ended up doing is I met over Zoom with somebody I had connected with last year. And she had just retired from the financial world and was looking for different challenges. And she knew she wanted to do retail, but wasn't sure where. And I have a lot of retail connections. So when we met on Zoom, she had a clearer idea of what she wanted. And it just so happened that I had a number of people to refer her to. So she's now looking to become a professional stylist, like a personal stylist, I guess you'd say, with the clothes and everything. And I was able to use some of my connections, and it's too early to tell whether it's going to go anywhere, but she was certainly excited and very grateful that I was able to give her some names and do some networking and bring people together. So I think the takeaway for me is to think of others and think strategically a little bit more about who might be good to connect with. So that's what I learned, but I love this whole week, and thank you so much for having me as part of this community.
Thank you so much, Steve. And it's nice to see you again. You're like an OG member. You've been on in our competitions before. So, okay, let's hear from Kushal.
Hey everyone, hey Rena, hey Dan. Yeah, challenge number 3 definitely threw me in for a loop. I've declared that this year I wanted to be in service of my community, and to have this challenge ask you to connect others and to help them out, and for me to think to myself, I had no idea how to do it. I remember it was around 5 or 6 p.m. That day, and I was thinking, oh, there's only a couple hours left, and I had no idea still what to do. So I reached out to you, and you were so great because I think Dan automatically said, go check out Rena's Facebook. She made a wonderful post there, and you could probably do the same. And in that post, you had laid out what it is that you needed and how it is that you could help others as well. And I thought, wow, that's really easy, and that blew my mind because it was so simple. So I went out and I wrote a post on Instagram, on Facebook, asking, does anyone need help with increasing their social presence? Because that's something I'm doing as well. Like, comment here, let me know if you need help. And that created opportunities where I could connect people to each other. I could help myself as well by creating this group and so on. And I also reminded myself of people who had really helped me out in order to be the person who I am today. And I remember this Natalia, who's a coach who helped me as part of her mastermind, say, a couple of years ago. And, we had been together for about 12 weeks that year, and she helped me so much. So I ended up spending some time writing this beautiful article and review for her as well. And I just felt so great afterwards. And I looked back on it, and I remember thinking, how was it that I couldn't think of ways to complete this challenge? And here you go. At the end of the day, it was so simple. And I think I'm leaving this challenge now knowing how easy it is to actually connect others by simply remembering how is it that they helped you in the past, and just pushing that out into the world.
Thank you so much for that. And what I love the most is that you didn't give up. Sometimes people get flustered, they don't know what to do, and they walk away, but you actually reached out, you posted, and you followed through. So I love that. And it's a great example for other people. Okay, so I want to share my screen again quickly. So I want to move on to challenge 4. Originally, I posted this about risk taking. And I said, there's no reward in life without risk. So push through any fears and begin taking the following risks. So you were supposed to reach out to 1 or 3 potential clients or potential opportunities and initiate putting yourself out there for either consideration or a sales call. And for so many of this is a painful idea. It's scary, and we feel vulnerable asking. So we hold back on that. And so I put that up, and I didn't want people to get completely stuck. If you did it, I'm really happy that you did it. But then I came up with another option for people that maybe felt they weren't in this arena. They weren't actually looking for clients. And so I came up with the challenge around self-care, but reconnecting with people in our lives, past relationships or friendships that we haven't nurtured. And even though it's a social experience, it's actually, sometimes we procrastinate, right? There's someone we really care about. We haven't seen them for a long time, and you're pushing through that procrastination. You're taking the initiative. You're putting the energy out there to reconnect. Something beautiful can come. And in both cases, you're really planting seeds for momentum. So we're going to hear from, Merle.
Thank you. That to me, they're the same thing. That's what got me thinking. As soon as you put up the friend thing, I'm already thinking clients. I don't really want clients anymore. But I did. Then I saw the friends, and I thought, well, friends, clients, they're the same. I mean, my life has been so interesting because of the people that I've worked with, and sometimes somebody who connects me to an opportunity, it's not because they're the insider. It's just because they happen to know somebody. And if I put it out there, if I talk to people who I care about, and they care about me and my success, they're going to make connections for me. So I think it's like a really exciting, lovely thing. And so that's really what I reflected on was that, who do I want to connect with that has just always, made my life better, and ask them. Of course, you start out by saying, what can I do for you? Or what's new with you? Or, what's happening with you? So I did that. I made a short list of people who and some of them have been clients, some of them people have worked for me, but they're just people that I really, I know that they think like I do, that we just want to help each other. And so yeah, clients, friends, it's all like this big mix of connecting with people who are generous and have that spirit of wanting to help out. And I try to have that always myself. So for me, that was just it was like a perfect challenge, and I really enjoyed doing it. And now I have lots of things set up and just feel reconnected, and it was lovely. Thanks.
Thank you so much. And Merle, I always say you are all in with everything. So you're the perfect person to pull up today. Let's go to Anthony.
Thanks, Rena. I think for me, this one was all about intention. And this one I struggle with quite a bit. I'm only about 4 months into my entrepreneurship journey full time. And so I'm always like stressing about how do I make this work. But this email, when it came in and I was going to the gym, I was like, I'm planting the seed of intention that the right opportunities will come today. And so not only did I have a coaching client that day, that we were only on session 2, week 2, but does she not come in and sit down and she's like, I have about 3 or 4 people for you that they need you. I was out this weekend, I was talking about your services, and I'm going to connect you. And she starts sending me their phone numbers right away. And so I think too, this gave me the lesson that yes, I do need to be searching for these opportunities. Like I go to the gym now, I talk about the work I do, and I found clients there. Like I just go the places I'm already at and the relationships I have, I just have a different tone of like, and this is what I'm up to. But the intention behind this opened up such a big door, because even I just checked in on a friend that I used to work with who said, oh, we want you to run a session and there's going to be 15 of us, and can you prep a 1-hour workshop? I'm just like, yeah, sure. So my takeaway from this is that, yes, like look at this, where can you be speaking to people and who can you have conversations with? But having the intention and being open about it did wonders for me, rather than having it as a blockage and something that I'm nervous about. So this challenge really helped me to just be open, and some opportunities are already coming my way just from being open to it by getting that email that morning. So I think it was a success.
That makes me super happy. I love that. Okay, so we ended the week with challenge 5, which was about making a splash on social media. And what's interesting is that for some of this is super easy. We're constantly posting about things that we're winning or we're doing or we're accomplishing. And for some people, it was so uncomfortable. And our good friend Jackie Eldridge, she's an author of several books. She's doing amazing things. She's like, I never actually even share that I'm a published author. We don't always give ourselves permission. So I'd love to hear from Kim about her experience this week.
Yeah, hi. It's really interesting because I come from a theater background. So I've been a performer for, I don't know, my entire life. But trauma that's being unpacked makes it difficult to value yourself and think that what you have to share will have value to others. So a challenge like this really forces you to, not force is such a hard word. It encourages you to understand that what you are celebrate, others want to celebrate with you, and it's your stinking social media. If they don't want to see it, they can leave. And so it's just reminding yourself of that, and the small things. Like, life is built up of small things that come into a big one. So it's still going to be hard. It's still going to be a challenge, but remembering this and that all of us are in that same boat makes it a little bit easier.
Thank you so much. I want to really say too, if you are out there in a space where you want to get booked to speak, you want to get clients, you want to get opportunities, people work with people that are winning, that are making things happen, that have energy around them. So like if you've been nominated for an award, or you are in a book, or if you're doing something great, if you're going to be speaking on stage and you start sharing that, don't be shy. People are attracted to that. They're attracted to somebody moving and shaking, because most people are stuck. And when people are stuck, they're looking for people who are moving to kind of lead. So before we move on, I see a couple other people that were in our challenge. I want to just pull them up. We'll start with Darren in a second. And I just want you to tell me, over the week, tell me what was your favorite challenge and what you came away with.
Thank you for having me on the challenge. I really appreciate it. All of them was good. My main ones was the first one was Future Me, and it gives me opportunity to remember why I'm doing what I'm doing. And it's not for me, it's for everybody else. I've been given a gift to use to touch people's lives. And I had a real bad thing about procrastination. And I know I can do what I can do, but I will always put it on hold and not stay focused on what I need to do. So when I had the opportunity to, when you shared with me about writing about to your future self, I need to remind myself, give myself a pep talk, and tell myself what I need to do and what is it that I need to do to help people and continue on that mission. Because I've been getting a lot of people hear me speak on social media and everything, and when I procrastinate, and they wonder where I'm disappearing to, because people are viewing me, so I can't. It's like I'm on a show, and when when you're on a TV show, you got certain seasons that you're on, and so basically you want to be on every time for them people to find out what's going on, so they can see you, because people need to hear my voice. So I need to stop procrastinating and continue doing what I need to do to help people out and whatever challenge they have going on in their lives.
Thank you so much. And Darren, I love that you're all in. You just joined us and you are constantly excited and interested in getting involved in everything. And I think that really shows me that you're on the right path to making huge things happen. So welcome. And one more person, let's bring up Tina.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
This challenge was a challenge for me. I am proud of myself that I actually did each and every challenge to the best of my ability. And I'm super proud of myself that I made it to today's challenge wrap up, because I woke up really in a lot of pain this morning. And so it was stretching me. Sometimes I have this dream of being a public speaker and coach and everything, but it just seems so far away. And it was really nice to have little bitty things to say, well, maybe I could do it in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, what's interesting is that Dan created a tracker, and we've all been, you know, tracking our success this week, and not everybody's put all their results in, but I can always tell when I look at the top of the chart of all the people that have done it, I can see who's on fire this year. You know, because a lot of people kind of dip their toe in the water and they're like, okay, and then they fall off. But I'm like, who actually did this? Like, and I really respect and admire you, especially if you're here right now and you took the time to push through all the challenges and the procrastination and the pain to be here. We really love and respect you for that. Okay, so I'm gonna just jump back in to my fabulous presentation. I don't know why. I could just talk, but I love creating my presentations so much. It just, it's my hobby. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to talk about next steps. So for anyone who wants to continue challenging themselves and growing, we're going to continue to post one challenge a week in the group on Mondays. We'll encourage you to stick with it and to continue posting in the group for accountability and support. And I think, you know, a lot of the challenges that are coming up, they're intensive. They may take more than just like a couple hours a day. So if you have it for the week, it's going to be great. So I'm going to put the first one, which we'll put in the group later. And it's challenge 6. So physical activity stimulates brain chemicals that leave you feeling happier and more relaxed, providing an emotional lift and reducing stress. So this challenge is all about adding 30 minutes of exercise to your day. Now, I am going to force myself to go to the pool tonight, and I'm going to post a picture to prove that I've done it. And I know more than anything, you know, when I'm exercising or walking, I feel 100 times better. I'm 100 times more successful in my life. Even though I know that, I don't do it all the time. But now I'm going to give you guys the challenge to add this. And because this is the challenge for the week, I would even see if you could add it in daily or a few times during the week and post about your progress. And that way we can really focus on each challenge over the rest of the month. Okay, so now we want to talk quickly just about how we can help you continue building momentum. You know, what we're really passionate about, as I mentioned earlier, was helping people build momentum. And you are in our community. If you are, then you know that our competitions are really the heart and soul of what we do. So I'm going to turn this over to Dan to kind of talk about what's coming up.
This is one of the most exciting parts for me, because I love Speaker Slam. I love that we create a platform for people to be seen and heard. And so season 7 of Speaker Slam is kickstarting with a bang. Rena and me just had a retreat just a couple days ago, and things are changing. We are returning back to live events, and that is a really exciting part because, you know, we've built up this global community through our online competitions, and now, you know, bridging it all back. Last year, you know, with the pandemic, we really didn't know what was happening, but this year there's some new energy, and that new energy means we are able to really bring back Speaker Slam the way it was meant to be. And so what I want to show you are the themes that we have planned. The March competition will stay online. So if, you know, we can still be globally accessible if you want your story to be seen and heard. But going into April, we're doing the Against All Odds competition. And then in June, we'll do the Personal Transformation competition. At this moment, Belonging has been moved online, but we are considering moving that to in-person as well, depending on demand. And then finally, Empowerment, which will be in September. So the top 2 speakers from these competitions will move forward towards the Grand Slam. And, you know, the show that we've built for the last 6 years now, it's such a vibe, such an energy. Rena, wouldn't it be cool if I played the video now at this very moment?
Yes. Yes.
You know what? This feels right. Okay. For those of you who haven't felt the power of the in-person competitions, you know, this really showcases what we've built up, and the show's coming back, baby.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what can gather. Your fever dream, can't you see getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a picture in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall, it's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go? Where it's covered in all the color lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop.
Now that's a vibe that we're going for. We're returning back to the live shows, and I'm super excited. You could just feel the energy through that video of what it's like to be at a Speaker Slam live.
Nothing makes me happier. Like my cheeks are hurting. I'm cheering. Like I'm crying when Justin throws himself into Daniel's arms. Like this is our business in a video. So Dan made this last week, and we were just laughing. We were watching, and I'm like, are other people going to enjoy this as much as we do? I really hope so. Okay.
It's honestly the history of Speaker Slam put together right there on the video. You know, the pandemic really came out of nowhere, and as an event business took us out. And yet in those 2 years, we rebuilt in a way that made us more globally accessible and seen. And now to have everything come together powerfully, I think I'm really excited for the future of Speaker Slam.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's jump in then, because we just have a couple minutes more. I want to talk to you about competing. I'm just going to share what I have here. There's got to be a little bit of a better way to do this, but okay. So we want to talk to you about our Ultimate Brand Builder. We have so many things that we do, so many amazing things, and people don't even really fully understand how this all works together. So we want to talk to you about competing this year and a package that we've created for you if this is the path you want to take. We call it our Ultimate Brand Builder. And step one is choosing a live stage competition to compete at this year. Okay. And that includes competition at a live venue with an audience of 200 plus and a chance to win a $10,000 prize package, which includes $2,000 cash plus prizes courtesy of our amazing judge lineup. A professionally edited video, a signature legacy video, stage photos, and a marketing pack with graphics and reels for social media. Now, I wanted to show you quickly, this is when we talk about creating a video. I'm just going to play it for 10 seconds here.
I didn't know how much I missed this until a flood of memories hit me the other day. I was on stage in grade 6, and I had just sang my first solo at a musical theater production. And it was my turn to take center stage and take a bow. Now at this time,
So our videos that we create, they have many purposes. The first thing is it's an amazing way for you to capture your performance and to have it forever. Secondly, if you are wanting to be a professional speaker, it's great footage to integrate into a speaker reel. It can also be the foundation of our signature legacy videos where we make a mini movie production out of it. So we bring in great camera crews, great lighting, we have great editing to create this masterpiece. And we really try and work at a couple different theaters. So you have different looks, different venues, curtains, stages. There's just great opportunity to get footage for your business, whether you're a speaker or otherwise. Our speaking competition also comes with several stage photos. And I just captured a few here, again, depending on the venue. It's something incredibly professional to add to your repertoire. So if you have these videos, especially if you're creating a website, if you want to promote yourself on a Speaker One sheet, if you just want to get out there and build momentum within your community, if you're a coach, to kind of show that you've been on stage and you can see the quality of editing is top notch. And the kinds of shots that we get there, you know, a lot of times when you go for a headshot, like you're looking into the camera and they capture you, but these live action shots are very professional and really add to your prestige. The next thing is our competitions involve a marketing package, and a marketing package, it includes posters that start going up that say that you're going to be involved. We create reels. Now I want to give you an example of the kinds of things that we do.
Real strength comes when we face our fears of judgment and criticism. Real strength comes when we can be our most authentic selves. Real strength comes when we can be vulnerable. Hey, men, did you hear me? Vulnerability, it's a superpower. So
that was Daniel.
Struggle is the function of evolution. Loss
tragedy, failures, all realigning us and redirecting us into a new course of our life. Because with every dark moment, there's light and there is hope. My evolution into the woman I am.
So when we talk about competing at our competition, yes, it is getting on stage in front of an audience and it's getting an incredible video, but it's also getting these marketing pieces that are helping you build momentum and build your brand. When you start putting them up on Facebook or on IG, when you start getting these reels, and this is a new feature that we're creating for people that come into the competition, several reels that they can use on their Instagram. Okay, so step 2 is to join our personal brand builder program. So you may have seen me talking about it. We have these incredible people that are in here already. And this brand builder program is an extension of what we've started. It's about expertise building. It's creating graphics, colors, working on your logo, your brand voice. It's polishing your image and creating marketing collateral. It's creating partnerships, collaborations, and building social proof. And it's really building momentum in terms of social media, LinkedIn. We do a lot on LinkedIn, and also special projects. And for us, special projects can be anything that you want to do that can help elevate your brand. For example, we've done Amplifying Voices events in the past. We just had Marjorie Ono. She did parenting with disability. I think she called it Diffability, but she had this amazing platform for elevating voices for parents who struggle with this issue. And from that, she's parlayed herself into so many opportunities. She's been on TV. She's been all over the press. She's just about to do a TEDx. She did win our 2021 Inspirational Speaker of the Year. So a lot of times these projects help with your brand. She has her book, Mom on Wheels. So creating a project can really help elevate whatever else you're doing in your life. And then finally, it includes 3 months of emerging speakers. And emerging speakers is really our platform where people work on their storytelling and their speaking. So there's 2 monthly classes, 2 hours, either Monday mornings or Wednesday evenings. There is access to our Speaker Slam curriculum. It's half price to compete at online competitions. You get to work through our inspirational speaking certification and become a bronze or silver or gold or platinum inspirational speaker. Maybe you've seen some of those posters coming around, but it's an incredible place where our community stays together and works on their speaking, storytelling, and branding. And of course, you get free entry to watch all online Speaker Slam events. You can come and support people even if you aren't competing. Okay, so I've told you a lot of things. I just want to quickly run through what this is going to look like. So you would compete on stage. I want you to actually imagine that this is something you were taking on and envision what this would look like for you. You would choose a competition. You would be competing on stage. You would get a professionally edited video. You get professional stage photos of yourself. You get the IG marketing package with reels and graphics. You get the personal brand builder program for 3 months. You get 3 months of emerging speakers. It is literally everything that you possibly need to really launch 2023 strong and build your brand. Okay, so this is our program. I want to tell you what price we're offering for our group right now. We're offering the price of $29.97. We always have payment plans. And for anybody who's currently in our personal brand builder program, we're offering this for $19.97. So you would still get the reels, the graphics, you would still get to compete. You get all of the amazing things in addition to your personal brand builder. And one last thing I want to say that I feel excited about. So this is our incredible program. And in addition to that, for anyone that joins this week by Friday, you get a signature legacy video, which is valued at $9.97. And I won't make you sit through this whole thing, but I just want to play it so you can get an idea of what we do with our signature videos.
I was taught that building a house is a lot like building a dream. You have your blueprints, your tools, your team, and most importantly, your vision. We use the pencil to write down our goals, our dreams, and our aspirations. We use the tape measure to measure our wins, our progress, and our levels of integrity. We use the hammer to smash through our limiting beliefs. We use the saw to cut through the stories that no longer serve our.
What I want to say about the signature video is that we're combining a beautifully edited video on stage. You have the professionalism of that. We're adding B-roll. We're adding your personal pictures or video that you want to incorporate. We're adding music, and it really comes out like a professional video. So when you're trying to build your brand, to be able to get all of these, like a stage competition, to get on a great video, to get a signature video, to get marketing, to get this personal brand program, to get emerging speakers, it is a mind-blowing offer for anybody that's actually trying to make impact this year and be seen and heard. So we're putting this out here. Let me come back to you now because I like to see people. I want to just say that for anybody that wants to talk to us more about this, Dan, we're going to send you email. You can reach out and we can book a call and talk about it, because I know that it is so incredibly important and so valuable and such an amazing deal. I promise you, this is an amazing deal for everything that you get. That if this is your year to really make impact and to be seen and heard and to step out of kind of like the quicksand and like build momentum, we are here to do it. If you've been following us, you've seen Mike Shorman, you've seen Gina Hatzis, you've seen Marjorie, you've seen people that have come through and have had their lives explode. They're running movements, they're writing books, they're creating events, they're getting paid to speak. We've had so many speakers that are making 5K, 10K now to speak each time they speak. So if this is what's calling to you, then reach out to us. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. We'll send this out, and otherwise, even if you're not signing up, you are sticking with us. Okay, you are sticking in our group. I'm going to put a challenge every week. I'm going to put a challenge every single week. You're going to do the challenge. You're going to post. You're going to stay connected to our community. And when it does feel like the right time, you're going to step up. Okay, so there's no losing. There's only winning in this, and we are here for you. Dan.
My God, that was such a powerful collective what we've been doing for the last 2-3 months, from the Momentum Conference, the Grand Slam, getting media attention in Toronto, and now, coming back strong, building a community with this Momentum Challenge, and really coming back to Toronto stronger than ever. And I think, joining Speaker Slam and putting yourself out there as a speaker, it's the right time. There will be stars will be born. I feel it.
Yes, and we're really excited to get back live on stage right now, because we've been doing online competitions for a couple of years now because of the pandemic, and the realization that we could go live again makes us excited, because there is an energy that cannot be compared. When you're in that venue, when everybody's hugging, when everybody's cheering and crying together, it's beautiful. And the quality of the photos and the quality of the videos, that's what we're all about, that branding. I know somebody asked, I think it was Sheldon, asked about the possibility of hybrid. And we'll definitely talk about that, because we have some venues that we work at where there is a possibility. So maybe that online competition, if it switches to in-person, will offer a hybrid model. We can definitely work with that. We want to see what the demand is, because we do want to be able to at least offer 1 or 2 online competitions a year, because not everybody is local or can't make it here. But yes, the focus will be in person so we can make magic.
Man, I'm going to be dropping the link in the streams, and you can start booking a call with Rena. And if you're already decided, jump in, because the Signature Legacy video, I was totally like, whoa, Rena, we're giving away the entire store here. But like, as a bonus, that is such a powerful way to connect everything together. So I'm really excited for this. If there's any questions, put them in the comment section. We'll do our best to answer. If not, it's time to wrap up this bad boy.
Make sure you go and start exercising. I could not suffer through this alone. I want everybody exercising. So I have partners through this. We're going to post about it.
I'm excited for the Momentum Challenges will continue, and a challenge a week. That's a beautiful energy that we're cultivating in this community. So keep going. Let's keep going. All right. Thank you for everyone for attending. And you have a great day, and
see you soon. We'll see you on stage.